Hey everybody, welcome to the Book Bar. It's Tuesday night. That means it's Star Wars Trivia Night. I'm Justin. With me, as always, is my brother Tyler. Tyler, the intro is back. What did you think of the intro?
I'm so excited that it's back. It was glorious. Something seemed to be a little different about the music. Why might that be, Justin? What happened?
Well, for those of you who may just be finding this new channel, we have a new Star Wars channel. We moved all of our Star Wars content over here now. John Williams may have copyrighted us a few times for using his intro, because clearly, you could draw conclusions that we were associated with Star Wars, obviously, and that we would be profiting. Clearly, we were profiting heavily off of using his song in a 1-minute satire intro. But we found some royalty-free Star Wars music. The intro is back. And there we go.
And it's glorious. Yeah, John Williams, he holds a grudge. I think one time at a barbecue, I smudged his Puma that he was wearing, and he's never forgotten about it. He's been following us around the internet, copyright striking everything that we do, but we think we found a loophole. So the intros are back, and I love it. It's great.
Now, I always heard that John Williams wore New Balance sneakers. Is that not true?
He used to be a Puma man. When I knew him, he was a Puma man. And I smudged him, and he never forgave me for it.
He just seems like a New Balance guy to me, but I don't know. I could be wrong.
He really does. He probably does wear New Balance. We'll have Frederick thinking of it.
Well, as always, our first segment of the show is What's on Tap, and it has a double meaning. We're going to talk about what we're doing tonight and what we're drinking, but let's start with what we're drinking. Tyler, what's on tap for you tonight?
Well, courtesy of the always amazing Templar Pops, he sent us some delicious beers straight out of Maine, and this one in particular I'm drinking right now is from Marsh Island Brewing. It's called the Permanent Friend Zone Pale Ale. Now, Justin, that title must really ring a bell for you. I mean, I have to imagine in high school you were permanently friend zoned constantly, right, by a whole plethora of women. So I actually don't know why you're not drinking this beer on stream, but I decided to, and I got to tell you, it's delicious. So thank you, Templar, for sending us these beers. They are delicious.
So for one, I don't know if my wife is watching the stream right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and say you're right. And although I did have hair back in the day, and oddly enough, I am drinking the same thing. I also have the Marshall Island Brewery, courtesy of our good friend Templar Pops, awesome. Another Maine brewery, right? The Marsh Island Brewing, it's called. Yep. Permanent Friend Zone Indian Pale Ale, 7.4%. So it's a little on the stronger side, but it's not like a double, so it's not super strong.
Yeah, just enough to get us nice and loose for some trivia. I like to be thinking freely during these trivia competitions. So that's a perfect percentage for me. I'm very, very excited. And when you're talking about your flowing hair back in high school too, I mean, it's true. He used to have these long locks, went down to the small of his back. He was like Fabio back then. He was pumping iron all the time. He could barely even fit into t-shirts. And so he was a real specimen. Time is a son of a bee.
All of that is a fact, including the thing about time. That is a fact. The other three beers that Templar sent very generously as a 4-pack did not survive the week. Those have long been consumed and are long gone. But thank you very much, Templar. We appreciate that. Popsith, what's going on, everybody who's starting to show up? What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on, guys? Yeah, I tried the peanut butter one already. That was a 10%er.
It was a 10%er. Yeah, but it was good. It was good. Yeah, I love those like peanut butter stout beers. They're awesome.
Yeah.
And so what's on tap tonight is the Phantom Menace. It is Star Wars trivia, the Phantom Menace episode 1. That's all we're doing tonight. And we've got a little bit of a new I don't know, style or, format would be the right way to say it probably.
Yeah.
It's essentially the same, but we have added a point system so that you guys can play along, tally up your points. We will trust everyone with a few noted exceptions in the chat, but we will tally up our points from now on to kind of keep a scoreboard. We think that'll be a little more fun for you guys to keep score at home if you'd like, and for us to keep score as well. We will go over the point system right before we start. So next up, let's jump right into Frederick's fact check.
All right.
Tyler, what does Frederick have in store for us today? I assume we got everything in the stream last week absolutely correct.
Almost. There are just a few notable exceptions that Frederick will point out here. Frederick, of course, is our resident fact checker, award-winning, best in the biz. And so he goes over the previous stream to look for any mistakes we might have made or to educate us on a few things. So let's just dive in here, see what he has to say.
Okay.
First, Frederick said last week during What's on Tap, well, the very segment we just got out of, he said Tyler said he would be enjoining his passion fruit ghost beer with his blood orange honey beer. This doesn't make any sense, as to enjoin means to instruct or urge someone to do something. So Frederick says it's pretty clear that Tyler meant to say he would be enjoying the beer, misspoke, said enjoining, thought it might mean mixing things together, and ran with it. And I just got to say, Frederick, that is astute. That is exactly what happened. Yeah, I fumbled my words and just tried to go with it and cover it up. I thought I did an exceptional job, but Frederick wasn't fooled for a second, apparently.
Yeah, so. No, it was a very political cover-up you did there. Yeah. It was well done. But yeah, I believe enjoin is more of a legal term, but okay.
Yeah, I was trying to work on my spin zone commentary, style.
It was very good. It was very good.
I thought so. I thought I flowed right into it, but Frederick wasn't fooled. So next up here, Just, PETA, which stands for People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, does not have the authority to tap your phone calls, Justin, no matter how much they might want to. Yeah. And for those that don't know, actually, Justin is notorious for his hatred of dogs. And actually, if Frederick looked into it, and there's actually a term for people who don't like dogs. He's got it right here. He says apparently they're called holes. So
I thought it was going to be a real term.
All right, I added that last part. That wasn't Frederick.
I was like, really? There's a term for that?
Yeah, no, that was really it. That's what they're called.
Okay.
So yeah, that last part's not true, but no, just they don't have the authority to tap your phone calls, so you're in the clear for now.
All right, well, that's good. And Frederick, I'll let that one slide given our history.
Yeah, well, again, I added the last bit. Frederick would never do such a thing. But anyway, so next up here, Frederick says, contrary to what Tyler said in the previous stream, the alien that pops out of the character's stomach in the sci-fi classic movie Alien did not don a straw hat and cane, nor did he dance off screen while singing Hello, My Baby. That only happened in Spaceballs. See, now, I could have sworn that was a shot-for-shot remake of what happened in the movie Alien. But maybe
they did add a little for comical appearances, I think.
Okay, so he really didn't wear a top hat?
No, I don't. Not that well. I think Frederick just confirmed it. That's not the case. So
yeah, I mean, he's the best in the biz, as we stated. So I guess we have to trust him. Okay, and then lastly here, just Frederick says Chuck E. Cheese is not a mobster. Nor are his family entertainment centers a front for criminal operations. So that's it. There's a fact check from Frederick. They're not a front for criminal operations, and there it is. That's a Frederick fact check. So put that in your juice box and suck it. That's it.
All right. Well, there it is. Thank you so much, Frederick. Moving right along. Next up is our apology segment. Again, those of you who are familiar with our videos, our live streams, our trivia videos, know that we often tend to inadvertently, of course, always inadvertently, say mean or offensive or very stupid things. And unlike so many people nowadays, we do the right thing and we make it right. We own up to it. So, Tyler, what do we have to apologize for this week?
Well, Justin, what we really want to apologize for, and two, is we want to apologize to Jack Black and Michael Cera for saying that the movie Year One was forgettable. That was insensitive, inappropriate, and just not true. I mean, just who could forget that one funny scene where
the funny scene?
No.
That one's not funny. That one's not funny.
Well, anyway, I want to apologize to him for saying it's forgettable. I'm sure there's a funny scene in there that if we given enough time, we could remember. It escapes me now. But as always, we'd like to extend an invitation to Jack Black and Michael Cera to come on the show so that we can personally apologize to them for our egregious error in saying such a horrible thing as that movie was forgettable, which is clearly not true, as is indicative of our prior statements. So apologies to them, and I think we can just put that behind us and move forward.
Okay, great. Oh, actually, I just thought of a scene that that one's not funny either.
What? Oh no. What about that one where Jack Black he has the he was playing the guitar and he's got the kid.
Okay.
No, that's
Okay.
School of Rock.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's not the right movie.
No,
Anywho, well,
we'll get
let's
something. We'll
just
think of
move
something.
right on. Let's just move right on. Okay.
Yep.
So, just a reminder that we are launching the Star Wars News Network. We will be the galaxy's most trusted source for your Star Wars news. The studio has been built. The crew is in place. Scripts are out there. We've got beat reporters on the scene across the Star Wars galaxy. Yep. And rumor has it that it's very possible we could get our first News Network video this week, Tyler. We're very excited about this. Yeah. It is not a guarantee, but it's looking like we could get it out this week. And that is just something we are both very excited about.
I know a lot of moving pieces to this, a lot of things to take care of. But yeah, like Justin said, that the thing I'm most proud of is all of our reporters out there in the field, the way that news reporting is supposed to be done.
Yes.
And we made sure to have just a team of experts that, like Justin said, just span the galaxy. So this is going to be a real treat. We're very excited to bring it to you all. Can't wait to show you our first news segment. Hopefully by next week. That's the goal. So we'll see. We're still we're on schedule, surprisingly.
Well, good. Well, hey, all right. We're moving right along. It's trivia time again tonight. It's episode 1, The Phantom Menace. I have prepared the questions this week. Tyler will be the answerer. And before we get into this, we have made some format changes. So let's just go ahead and share these with everybody. So we did add a point system. So we're going to put this up for everybody right now. Let me get that banner out of there so that we can see it here. So now, if you've been with us in the past, you know that typically we did a Padawan, a Jedi Knight, and a Jedi Master level. We've shifted that around a little bit. Round 1 will now be the Youngling level, 5 questions, 2 points each. Round 2 will be the Padawan level, 5 questions, 3 points each. Jedi Knight level will be 5 questions, 6 points each. And as you can see there, it says, not for the faint of heart. These are going to be difficult questions, very difficult questions. And then we have a Jedi Master level question. When it says all of canon is fair game, that is referring to things that happen within the movie, the film itself that we will be discussing.
Yeah,
but
so
that
movie
leaves,
canon, yeah.
Yes, movie canon, a total of 66 points in every round. And the number of points there in that Jedi Master multi-part final question says 11 points. Those will be divided up essentially based on how many part question that is versus how many correct answers the person gives. So that's what BookBar trivia will look like moving forward. So a little bit different, but we're feeling pretty good. Tyler, yeah. Are you ready to jump right into our Youngling level now?
I am, and much like Anakin Skywalker, I am going to kill this level. So I'm very excited. Let's dive right in.
Let's dive right in. There, we will have a scroller at the bottom to remind you what level we are in. So if you get a question right in your array, look at the bottom. You'll see it's a Youngling question, and you'll know that everyone is getting those right. Okay.
Yeah, might take some time for some of our regulars to come over because we did just switch channels. We're not on the normal channels, so yeah, it might take some time to get the word out for everyone since this is the first week on the new stream, but we'll get them eventually here.
That's right, and so anybody who has subscribed with notifications on the old channel is not going to get a notification that we are live right now. So here we go. And question number 1, Tyler.
Okay.
Anakin's mother has this unique first name. I don't think it was as popular for baby girls as Daenerys or Khaleesi.
No, I can't imagine. So it sounds like a spreadable cheese or something. It's just
It does. It really does. It does. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very strange name. Never liked it. Don't know who would possibly name their child that, even if they loved the character. Which what's there not to love of her several lines that she does? But yeah, it's just a weird name. But I mean, I could see that, right? Like, could you pass the Shmi cheese? That sounds like something that's more plausible than her name, which is, of course, Shmi Skywalker.
And that is correct, Tyler. Yes. Absolutely correct. Shmi Skywalker. And see, we're going to have to be tallying points now. So I've got to do this a little.
So
that's
recall,
a 2-pointer.
this is
That's a 2-pointer. 2-pointer. You got it.
Well, Templar said he knew it, but he was confused by Hook. So that makes sense.
That's the only other person I've ever heard of called Shmi.
But it actually makes sense for him. Like, he seems like a Shmi, or, you know what I mean? His machinations, how conniving he is. You know, he's the bad guy. He's a Shmi. It's just like a normal name for like a mom. That seems like a weird name.
Yeah. Shmi, who is this imposter? He took fucking flying pen.
Yep. That works. That is the right name for that character.
Absolutely correct. All right, moving right along in the Youngling level, question number 2. This is the number of laps that Anakin finally completed in order to win his first Boonta Eve Classic.
Yeah, of course, this was the Boonta Eve 500. It was 500 laps. It took almost the entire movie. I mean, you would have thought George could have just shrunk it down for narrative purposes, but he's a man who sticks to his guns. When he has an idea, he goes with it.
And we love him for it.
We do. And we do already have an answer in the chat. Our good man, Templar Pops, with 3. And that is the correct answer. It is 3 laps to be the winner.
Why are you calling it? How do you know it's correct? I have not confirmed that yet.
I am a wealth of knowledge in this movie. I'm feeling good, man. I could very easily go perfect today. I mean, I'm not sure what tricks you have up your sleeve, but
that Jedi Master question is gonna eat you up, I think. So yes, you are correct. Templar is correct. Tyler, you are correct. The answer is 3 laps. Anakin finally finishes his 3 laps.
Okay.
Alrighty. We're moving right along. Question number 3 in the Youngling level. Qui-Gon won the small toss when Watto's chance cube fell on this color, representing Anakin as the slave that would be freed in their pod racing bet.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think we got this one here. This shouldn't be a problem.
I would say I really struggled on whether or not this was a Youngling or a Padawan level question. I went back and forth on this multiple times and ultimately didn't want to renumber the questions, so I kept it where it is.
Understandable. Yeah, I mean, it definitely should be an easier level. Is it a Youngling one? I don't know. I mean, this definitely requires, many watches, or at least a recent watch to recall.
Maybe.
I would think, wouldn't you think? I mean, to know kind for
of
sure.
A notable line, a notable thing. What he does to wave it over to roll on the color. I was like,
that's true.
Yeah,
it's up in the air. And of course, the answer is, as we see in the chat, it is blue. I believe the answer is absolutely blue. Blue for the boy, red for his mother.
That is correct. It is blue for the boy, red is mother. And Templar is absolutely right here. Qui-Gon is cheating like crazy. I mean, like he's trying to Jedi mind trick Watto. But I mean, now Watto, of course, was cheating with the chance cube. So they're really both cheating. This is Han and Lando playing Sabacc, and they're both cheating. So then at this point, it's just like, okay, who's the best cheater? Right.
Yeah, and of course that's Qui-Gon, because he's got Jedi powers, so he's just very good at cheating. And he was trying to push off Republic credits on Watto and all of that. I mean, very, very sneaky, that Qui-Gon. But hey, he's the good guy. We'll let these things slide.
Yeah, exactly. We always let good guys get away with that stuff. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yep.
Alrighty. Question numero 4 in the Youngling level. This Doug doesn't always win the Boonta Eve Classic, as he lost the race in the Phantom Menace to a boy named Anakin.
He did indeed. He put up a good fight, and another cheater. A lot of cheaters in this movie.
Lots of cheaters in the Star Wars galaxy. Yeah.
I mean, he was trying to sabotage Anakin at the starting line. He was throwing wrenches into people's engines and whatnot. He's ramming into people. He's got like hidden weapons on his pod racer. So yeah, a lot of cheaters, right?
But a lot of Shmi cheesers out there.
He's teasing people left and right. The thing, you can't argue with results, though, Just. I mean, he's winning these races all the time. No one's catching him. What we need is better reffing in these things, right? We should get some more.
That's true.
I mean, are droids really in such short supply? We can't just get some more cameras throughout
I
the
guess
Boonta
not.
Eve arena to make sure there's not cheating going on? I don't know. I think they need to step up their game and how they're reffing these things. I think that's the real problem. And I have written a letter to Jabba about how he is handling these Boonta Eves, because I'm sick of the cheating. If I'm being honest, when I go to a Boonta Eve, like I want a good clean race. I want the best racer to win. I'm so sick of that. Everyone's throwing elbows in there. Let's just have a clean race. That's me.
And obviously, if anybody is going to hear that and be like, he's absolutely right, this needs to be on the up and up, it's Jabba. And so I think Jabba would definitely receive that letter, take it very seriously, and whip that race into shape. Not to mention, wasn't there like thousands of people staring like right at Sebulba? I just think no one cares, probably.
Yeah, I know, but that's, we have to slowly change the consciousness on that.
You're right.
And get people to realize.
Change happens one angry letter at a time, Tyler.
Yep, that's always been our motto here at the BookBarBros.
Always been our motto.
Yep.
Question 5.
Okay.
Obi-Wan's first line in The Phantom Menace is this famous Star Wars saying. Qui-Gon, however, doesn't sense anything.
Okay.
Obi-Wan's first line in The Phantom Menace is this famous Star Wars saying. Qui-Gon, however, doesn't sense anything.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I get it exactly right. Yeah, so I mean, you're saying it's the famous one, so it has to be phrased.
This is a Youngling level question, and
right? So it's got to be.
It is a very famous, famous Star Wars
line.
So
it has to be. He's saying that he senses a disturbance in the Force.
No, that is incorrect.
That's the famous saying.
No, that's not the famous saying. You should wait about the chat and see. Templar says it's not exactly the right line.
Oh, I have a bad feeling about this. That's what you're looking for?
I have a bad feeling about this. Yes. God. Someone in every movie says, I have a bad feeling about this. And the one who says it in this movie is Obi-Wan, and it's his very first line. I have a bad feeling about this. I don't sense anything. It's not about the mission master. It's something elsewhere. Elusive. All right. Well, you are 8 points out of 10. The only good thing is you're only missing 2 points now with our new point structure. And so you've got all the big ones to go. All the big ones to go.
Goodness. I am absolutely devastated right now. You got to be kidding me. Like how much time and work I have put in to prepping for this. The questions you're going to see me get right that I am going to know about this movie
are going to be way harder than that.
And like I just kind of froze. Like, oh, his first line in the movie. I just didn't even think to prep it, and you threw me off with saying like this famous phrase. And it's and then you're saying, oh, I don't sense anything. Oh, okay, so he must be talking about sensing something in the Force. So he must have felt a disturbance in the Force. I think someone in the chat too. That's what Pops had said too. I think
Pops. Yeah, I know. And then Pops has said the same thing, but then Templar right afterwards said it the right way. I have a bad feeling about you, but about this.
Because if it were a question like, in this phrase, which is said in nearly every Star Wars movie or something, like, oh, okay, then I have a bad feeling about it. Always said by some character, not like this famous phrase, and then he's saying he doesn't sense anything. Like, oh God, come on. Wow, I am heartbroken right now. Well, I guess should we just end the stream now, or do we need to even continue?
No, I think we should continue. But here we go. Just to remind everybody, we're at Patreon now. If you didn't already know, Tyler is devastated. 5 tiers are available. Thank you to everyone who's here live and everybody who watches on the replay. We appreciate it so much. We, of course, love all of our nerd level 1, 2, and 3. I got to get my Patreon. I always do that. Nerd level 1, 2, and 3. And, of course, our council members, Funko, Kings, and Templar Pops. Thank you so much. We love you guys. Link is in the description if you are interested in supporting the channel and becoming a patron of ours. All right. We are moving on to the Padawan question.
I don't know if I can. I'm dead inside.
That seems like a big time overreaction.
All
right. We're moving
All
right
right.
on. Round 2.
I guess.
Question 6. All right. This capital city of Naboo is the home to Queen Amidala and the location of the film's final celebration scene.
That is, of course, Theed is the capital city of Naboo. Let's just get this over with.
He's not wasting any time now. Tyler,
ground is gone. I thought it was going to happen. I was like, if ever, maybe he could stump me with something way down the road, maybe a tricky question somewhere, but I figured it was going to be a solid round. I just can't believe I tripped up on that. I'm devastated right now. Oh my gosh.
Well, but now again, but the way we have it now is those are low level point questions. So the big questions are worth way more points, and we're having long, crazy bonus questions. So, Jedi Master level questions. All right, question number 7.
Okay.
During his initial meeting with the Jedi Council, Qui-Gon says that he has encountered one of these located around Anakin.
Yes. Yep, I do know this, of course. Oh, and look up. Pop Sith had Theed in the previous answer. We got Jedi
He did have Theed. Jedi John's in the house. Jedi John, what's going on?
Some of the regs showing up. Yeah, we were wondering how long or how many weeks it was going to take to get some of the regulars back to the new channel. Make sure they get subscribed and get the alerts and everything like that. Good to see you, Jedi John.
People are starting to come over. Yep.
Yep. That's good. Because, obviously this was the way to go. We needed to start fresh, but we knew that was going to, it's a short-term loss, long-term gain.
I would completely agree. Yep. Something we had to do.
Yep. So, and Templar says Virgins. And that's not how I would spell it, but I believe that is correct. He says that he senses a virgins in the Force around Anakin. I believe that's the correct answer.
It is the correct answer. I didn't know if I could get you again with the face there.
No, I felt pretty comfortable with that one.
A virgins in the Force. It is Vergence, virgins in the Force.
That's what I was. That's what I figured.
Look, and there we go. Brian also in the chat had the right answer, and he spelled it right too. Virgins. There we go.
Yeah, I'm a terrible speller too. So I mean, I've been trying to make sure I work on it with these words because the trivia competitions we plan on eventually getting into. Some of them you have to write it down. So I'm like, I should really practice spelling these because I'm not the strongest.
Sometimes they'll nick you depending on how big of a mistake it is. But Templar, if you need spelling lessons, Brian could tutor you. I think, yeah.
Well, and Justin won one in the 2nd grade, so he's
5th grade. Tyler always says 2nd grade. 5th grade. Right. I was in the local paper for my incredible spelling expertise.
It was amazing. He spelled bath correctly and all kinds of other words. You wouldn't have believed you had to be there to believe well. Yeah, wow, it was so strong. Yep.
All right, moving right along. Okay. Oh, I got to make sure I mark these. This round is worth 3 points, correct? Right?
Yep, 3 points for the next round. So we have now.
You got 3 there. You got 3 there. Okay, moving on to question numero 8.
Okay.
While having dinner on Tatooine, Anakin tells Qui-Gon that he did this during a dream where he was a Jedi.
Oh, okay.
They're all having dinner at the table, Tatooine, in their house. And Anakin tells Qui-Gon that he had a dream that he was a Jedi, and when he did this.
Okay. Again, I think I know it, but now I'm going to be very much doubting myself on any of these after an early slip-up.
Well, and see, even that question right there, I should say question 5, had you taken more time and checked the chat, I think you would have seen Templar's answer, and I think you would have second-guessed yours in the Pop Sith, and then you might have got there.
Yep. But yeah, that's why I wanted to wait. But we do have, we got our gents in the chat, and that was what I was thinking, that he was going to free the slaves. Yep.
So Pop Sith says freed all the slaves. Templar says saved all the slaves. And your answer, Tyler, your final answer is?
That he was going to free all the slaves.
All the slaves in the entire galaxy?
On Tatooine, of course.
Yes, that he would return to Tatooine and free all of the slaves. That is correct. That's a 3-pointer as well. And we're moving right along. Here's another tough one.
We'll have to think about how we could get the point total up there. I wonder if we could just do overlays on here so we could just, but then we'd have to have like 66 overlays in there.
Exactly. Yes. We would have to have almost every number with the exception of like one. Well, no, even because you could technically get, all the opening questions. I mean, you won't, but essentially, we would need 66 different overlays for that. But yes, you are correct. We're moving right along. Question number 9 in what is now known as the Padawan level. Question number 9. According to the opening line of the crawl, this has engulfed the Galactic Republic. Now, Tyler, before you answer, I will say that for anybody who has joined since the beginning, if you didn't watch the beginning, we have the opening crawl back. So if you want to see it, please go rewatch at least the beginning, maybe the entire video 5 or 6 times. And
do it from different accounts. Like it. Make sure you subscribe on all of them. Watch from your friends.
YouTube is going to transcribe this and shut us down just for even saying that as a joke.
Right.
But we changed out the regular Star Wars music with some copyright-free music because we love that opening crawl. So that is back. It just won't be the traditional Star Wars opening music. Now, I purposefully changed this word, Tyler, in our opening crawl to see if it would mess with you. So if you remember what our opening crawl said, I used a different word.
I hope that didn't just like subconsciously mess with me. Now you're it's starts with a T. Did the one you say started with a T as well?
Wow. How far do I have to guide you down?
Well, I'm asking.
Mine said,
you don't even know what it says.
I can't remember.
So maybe it wouldn't have stuck because it didn't even stick with you. You wrote it. My goodness. Well, I mean, I've got to say, my gut tells me it was that turmoil engulfed the Galactic Republic.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, I'll have to. That's what I got to go with.
That is correct. It is turmoil. Turmoil has engulfed the Galactic Republic.
So, what did you say?
I actually can't remember.
Turds?
No, it did not start with. It did not start with T. It did not start with T.
Okay, it wasn't T. It wasn't another TU word.
It wasn't chaos. But it was something. It was something like that. I can't remember.
Okay, so
just go back and watch the beginning when this is over.
I tried to throw you off, so you.
Yes.
Okay, clever girl.
But you stuck right with it and had that one. I thought that would be your first miss if I were to get you. I thought that could potentially be a miss.
No, I felt good about that one. The only reason I even second guessed myself is because you said that. I was like, oh, did he use like another word that was so similar? Maybe it did like throw me off for a minute, but I'm not falling for your Jedi mind tricks. I've got this. All right. It's going to be smooth sailing from here on out.
Question number 10. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Are you sure?
I don't know anymore.
Look at right here. We even said this. Ray says he forgot we had a different channel and he was waiting. Yeah. We even set up the new channel. The links, if you follow us on Instagram or anywhere, the links are in the bio. We use Linktree and we split everything up on Linktree. So yeah, we know that's going to happen for a while. Just make sure you go down and you subscribe if you're not already to the new channel to make sure you get the reminders for when we go live.
Good to see you, Ray.
Thanks for jumping on.
Yeah. We were actually just talking about that. That it's probably going to be a couple of weeks to get some of the regulars over to the new channel. But again, it's going to set us up in the long run. So, okay, are we ready to continue? I'm feeling good now.
Question number 10. When they first meet, Anakin asks Padme if she's an angel from this place.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Got this. Yep. She asks if you're are you an angel? And they're from the moons of this place.
Perhaps.
Yes. Nope. I absolutely feel good about this. What did you think about that whole dynamic? I know a lot of people have complained about, the age difference, and they're like, oh, so you're setting up this like big love interest and the age difference is so severe. Really, like canonically, it's not that far. It's supposed to be
4 years, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I think he's supposed to be like 9. She's supposed to be 13 or 14, right?
Yeah, I say he was 9 or 10, and she's like 14. So yeah.
But she's actually, I think she was 16 during shooting, and comes off as more mature to begin with. And, she's a queen and, supposed to be giving this air of regality, even as the handmaiden, right, just comes off as being more mature. So I agree that the age, it feels like there's more of an age difference than there actually is supposed to be canonically.
Right.
But yeah, a lot of people had a problem.
John says creepy. I don't know, because if you really go back like that far, so many people who are like married and, today, like, are a lot older. I mean, they're 2, 3, 5, 10 years older. And so for any relationship,
when they were 9 years,
you can go back and say, when you were 18, your spouse was 6, you can go back that, but you just don't, because once you hit a certain age, you're kind of an adult, and then you just get old before you die. Yeah.
Yeah. And
by the way, Jedi Jen also says, as hard as we tried,
You're right.
Ray found us, everybody. We just,
this whole thing was just to try to shake Ray, and we switched channels and everything, and he still found us. Wow.
We're just kidding, Ray. We love you.
Must have hired a PI or something to track us down. Yeah, but like the creepiness to me, I thought, I didn't really find that creepy, because it's not like there's any kind of like, a real love interest thing.
No,
but like in the next movie, that's where I find Anakin much more creepy.
Anakin is very creepy in Attack of the Clones.
I missed her so much, and like I just want to smell her hair. Like that's the vibes he gives off to me. In that other movie, it's way creepier than this, right? At least in my opinion. Now,
and Hayden Christensen's acting in Attack of the Clones didn't help that.
A bit sus, but so was Jake Lloyd's in this one. So that was just an ongoing. In order to keep continuity, they couldn't have.
They're just Anakin. Like, you got to creep it out, bro. You got to creep it out.
Like, we just need to create this consistency between films. Okay, so yeah, I believe it was, as Templar says, the Templar moons. No, it's not the Templar moons. It was the moons of Iago, I believe is how he says it.
It is the moons of Iago, correct? That's absolutely correct. All right. And that is 3 more points. That is a 15-point round there.
Okay, we needed that. We needed that. Yeah, it's actually
there was some tougher questions in there, and you did very well there.
Okay, we're cruising. Yeah, and if ever there was one to miss it, I guess I missed the lowest point, which is shocking, but also the best one if I'm going to miss. So we still have lots of points to get. So I'm feeling good. But now we're moving into Jedi Knight, though. So these are going to be tough.
We are. A break before we move on to the Jedi Knight questions. If you haven't already, go down, hit subscribe, and give this thing a big thumbs up, and help us grow. Share it around. The thing that Tyler and I would say, we will make this real short. We have received tons of great feedback from all of you who are here now. Many of you, or most of you that are on live with us, are patrons of the channel, and we love you guys so much. And we get comments all the time in YouTube and on Instagram telling us that they love this stuff. So help us, help it grow, share it. Templar is a big sharer. Share it around. Share it on Facebook. Share it on Instagram. Share it on YouTube, wherever you can. It would really help.
Spend a weekend on the street corner handing out flyers. Put one of those body signs on.
We're not going to pay
and walk around. No, you actually had a great story just today, right? You went to your dentist, who's a big Star Wars fan, right? Had his Star Wars figurines and stuff out, and said he checked out the channel and loved it, which is a pretty cool compliment.
Yeah. So my dentist, he may even watch this or watch this later. Yeah. I don't know.
That's awesome.
But I was there. I have terrible teeth, so I'm at the dentist all the time. I'll try to make this quick too. And so I was there, and he was just talking about Star Wars. This is my last appointment. And we got to talking about the Rancor, and all of a sudden we're talking Star Wars. And he's like, yeah, made an impulse decision and bought like the big model Rancor, like the big one that costs thousands of dollars.
Holy crap. Yeah.
And he said he had it and asked if I'd seen it. And I go, no, you have it here? He's like, yeah, it's upstairs. Like, it's a dentist office. He has like a little, area upstairs to like lounge, a little mini bar and hangout area. And he goes, yeah, have his assistant. He's like, yeah, have her take you up there when you're done and go check it out. I got a bunch of stuff up there. So I go up there, and he has all the like huge, detailed, expensive statues all over the walls up there. And then so awesome. I message him on LinkedIn because, like, how else do you find your dentist, right?
You're right.
And I just said, hey, they should let me see those. Those are awesome. By the way, I don't know if you watch YouTube, but me and my brother do the Star Wars channel, and we have a lot of fun. If you're ever interested in like Star Wars trivia, check it out. And I went into today for a filling, and he's like, I watched your last YouTube video, and he's like, you and your brother are hilarious, man. You guys have a great time. Star Wars stuff, the overlays, everything is great. So we just got to spread the word. I feel like we just got to spread the word. Yeah.
So if any of you tell your dentist, every one of you, try to
the moral of that story. The whole point is, tell your dentist.
Schedule an appointment right now and tell your dentist, because that's who we're hitting home with. So just, don't wait. Make a phone call now. All right. Well, it is. There's our spiel about making sure you guys are, putting in hours and weekends of work. Promote this thing. All right. Moving right along. We are into the now Jedi Knight level questions. And now let's just go back and take a quick look here again at the scoreboard. The Youngling level questions now are worth 2 points each. Padawan level, 3 points each. We are now in the Jedi Knight level, where each question is worth 6 points. Before we get to the 11-point Jedi Master round, how many points Tyler will earn will depend on how big of a part question it is and how many correct answers he gives. So, Tyler, are you ready for the Jedi Knight level round? Yeah, let's do it. I mean, these are going to be hard. I just need to remind everyone in the chat, this used to be the Jedi Master. They are still just as hard, but everything's been shifted. So now these super hard ones are just the Jedi Knight. Then we still have the Jedi Master to go. So
that's right. We are challenging ourselves to get ready to take over the Schmodown. No matter how many months or years it takes, we're coming for them.
We'll get there. All right.
Here we go. Tyler, question number 11. Both the OPC killer and Colo Clawfish that attack our heroes Bongo while traveling through the planet core are eaten by this monster, which can grow up to 200 meters tall. That is very tall.
It's very, very big. Yeah, these things are lumbering beasts. They actually talk about it too as a bit that they're actually very hard to find too. Few people ever get a chance to see them. That despite their huge size, they're actually very hard to find, and no one really understands why. Like, it's a bit mysterious how they stay so hidden. But yeah, I absolutely know this one, the OPC killer that is a big fish, of course. Yes, that Jar Jar calls a big goober fish, which is a different type of fish, which is huge and of itself almost swallows their bongo sub. But then that's, of course, eaten by the Colo Clawfish, or at least attacked by, which is even bigger, this huge long fish. And then this giant SOB Godzilla style monster comes out, and it is the Sando Aqua Monster, of course.
So it is the Sando Aqua Monster. The only thing I would point out there, or I guess challenge, maybe this is a Frederick challenge, is that I believe the Sando Aqua Monster is the one that eats both fish. The Sando Aqua Monster.
I clarified that the Colo Clawfish, I believe, attacks, I think, the OPC killer, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I don't know if he necessarily eats them. I'd have to. I was going to say, because
I think it's the OPC killer has the bongo, and then he is eaten by a Sando Aqua Monster, and then they swim by or drive or whatever by the Colo Clawfish, who then chases them, and then the Sando Aqua Monster eats him as well.
Eats that one as well. Okay, yeah, you might be right. You might be right. We'll double check that. Yeah,
Frederick will double check that. He will let us know. He always does. He's the best when he's not being a real jerk.
I mean, so much of our cash just goes into paying that guy because he's just so good.
He's way too expensive.
Yeah, he's way too expensive.
So let's see here. Okay. So Ray here, he kind of follows Jedi John. Log off immediately and run for your life. Change your name and your identity.
Right.
Ray's coming for you.
I was watching Jedi John sleep the other day, and oh my god, he was just so adorable. You'll never believe the thing he did.
He's just so adorable when he sleeps. Yeah. All right, moving right along. Question
Let's do this.
Number 12. Darth Maul, a man of few words in the film, has exactly this many lines of dialogue.
So when you say line, you mean like sentences? This is. I just want to make sure I'm not times where we see him speak like scenes. This is how many sentences does he say?
Yes.
Oh,
And I am
jeez.
not counting, no thing that he says, like he doesn't, for example, this is a total hypothetical example. He doesn't speak one time and say 8 sentences, and I count that as 8. I would consider that one line of dialogue, if that makes
Right.
sense.
So, like, he starts off, Tatooine is sparsely populated. Also, like that's his first line. We can
And
finally
here,
reveal ourselves to the Jedi.
and let me say as well, just for
Um,
clarification on your thinking, this is a question I have seen asked multiple times in Star Wars trivia videos and other things.
okay, man, I've never caught this one. Oh, geez. I mean, I have a guess. Well, then he's got to say there's got to be a yes master in there somewhere. All
So
right,
here you
so
go.
3.
Here you go. Ready? Pop Sith says 3. Then he says, okay, then 2. Templar says 3.
Oh, man. Is it more than 3? Is there any other time I can picture him talking? I mean, there's definitely the couple sentences. So, like the one I'm thinking of is on the balcony. I'm trying to remember every line he says. There's the one about, we can finally reveal ourselves to the Jedi. And then there's talking about Tatooine is sparsely populated. And I know I can picture him saying like,
okay,
yes,
so
master, or something
if you
some
want
point.
clarification about those first parts that you're talking about, I mean, if you want clarification about that, I will provide, but you've got to ask the right question.
Gotta ask the right question. Okay. Am I on the right track?
Well,
so
okay. So what I will say is, if he were to have been interrupted or another character were to speak before he speaks again, I would consider that to be multiple lines of dialogue. So if I say, hello, Tyler, and you say, hello, and I say, how are you? I would say I just had 2 lines of dialogue. But if I say, hey, Tyler, how's it going? I would say that's 1 line of dialogue. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I got you.
I don't want you to feel misled on this question. It's just, again, a very popular question. It's one I've seen asked multiple times.
I don't know
And in
how
fact,
I've never caught
I'm in a Facebook group where this guy does a weekly trivia question, and this was actually his question last week.
And you haven't invited me to this group?
Which is why I don't know. Do I like? I don't know how many groups I'm in. I'm in like 10 or 12 Star Wars groups.
What? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I forget how many I'm in. That's why we haven't invited you.
Well, hey, it's working out. But this is so this was his question, and of course there are no Google rules, and I got this one wrong. I got it wrong, and then I had to look it up and confirm it, and I thought, hey, I'm going to ask Tyler this question.
Wow. Yeah, that's tricky. That is tricky. Can anyone else think of any other scenes here? He had a dialogue, then Pelp then replied. Yeah, I mean the scene on the balcony, Templar, that has to be at least 2, right? There's for sure 2 there. But then I know there's got to be like a yes master in there somewhere. See, Jedi John says 5.
Templar said 2.
We've got to be forgetting. Are we forgetting?
He says he had dialogue, then Pelp, then he replied.
Right. But is there... Oh, crap. Am I forgetting anything? Oh, man. Jedi John's going with... Well, Templar has said 6. Ray said... Okay, well, Ray has...
What did Ray say? Some outrageous number?
Well, I mean, this could be... It's 67.980.87.0.9.
Okay. I don't think Darth Maul talks that much. I just don't think. I don't think he does.
So
here you go. Look at. Here we go. We got. Let's see. More people. Okay. Templar says that's 3. Now he is full on all caps, yelling at you, and he's yelling at you again with the same thing. Templar believes it's 3.
What sucks about this, though, guys? Like literally, what I'm thinking of guessing is that because we think it's pi, like Pop said, it's 3.14.
Because we think it's 3,
I'm assuming we're forgetting something. And I bet it's 4 or 5. And I'm almost tempted to say, like, okay, we're pretty sure there's 3. I bet there's one thing we're missing. Maybe it's 4. Oh, jeez. This sucks. This sucks. Not prepared for this at all. Oh, God, do I want to do that, though? But then the problem with that is, how bad does that suck? If I were to guess 4 and the answer really is 3, like, what a nightmare. Because I could only think of 3. I know, yeah. He never spoke in the battle.
Templar says he never spoke in battle.
Did he speak in any of those like holo messages?
Templar, you guys are really narrowing this down. Templar says he never spoke when standing on Naboo.
Spoke on Naboo. Do we just go with 3? Do we really just go with 3?
You guys are going scene by scene.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, okay. I guess I'll just go with what I can't think of the other one, so I'll just go with it. I'm going to say final answer 3.
That is correct. It is 3 lines of dialogue.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Woo. Okay.
That is absolutely correct. Jedi John also at the end there says he would go with 3, and Templar kept repeating 3 over and over and over again. The lines are I don't remember all of them word for word, but it is. The first thing he says is Tatooine is scarcely populated.
Which I got
then
that.
Palpatine discusses things. He says, at last we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi.
I got that.
And while talking to him via holomessage, he says, yes, my master.
I said that.
See?
And I was even like, I'm almost positive there was a yes, master, but I couldn't picture it. I could just hear it. I'm like, I'm positive he says that, but I didn't know where. Those were the only 3 I could think of. And yeah, okay. We actually nailed them all, guys. Wow. I needed your support, chat. You were there. Thank you so much, guys. Wow.
Templar says, oh, yeah, that's right. You guys got through.
I was so close to picking something else. That seems crazy. He literally only speaks 3 lines of dialogue. Wow. Okay. We got it. The power of the Sith. Hey, I can't deny it, right? I mean, you guys, that was a huge help talking that through. Okay. We got it.
All right. You got it. That's 6 more points. And we are moving on to the 13th question, the 3rd question in the Jedi Knight level. Are you ready now? Do you need a breather? Do we need to relax? Slam a beer?
I'm ready. Well, we're going to do that very soon in just a few questions, right?
That's true. We are. Yeah.
But you know what? I might as well I'll take a big drink here. I'm almost done with this.
There you go. You take a break. You enjoy it. There you go. Calm the nerves. Settle yourself down after that one.
Okay. I'm feeling better now. Right. Let's keep cruising.
All right. We're cruising right along. Question 13. This heavily armored repulsor lift transport vehicle nearly crushes Qui-Gon and Jar Jar in the woods on Naboo. Good thing they hover a few feet off the ground.
Okay. These questions are my speed. These questions are my speed for sure. These are the kind that I don't miss. These are ones I know. Man, it's always the dialogue questions that get me. I swear, it really is. Those are really the ones. I only ever trip up on dialogue. It makes me so mad. And then that's before and a couple other streams where I've only missed one. I've tripped up on a dialogue question. In this stream, I've missed one. I've tripped up on a dialogue question. So frustrating. But this one, I absolutely know it's an MTT, and I will give you, of course, the full thing. It is a multi-troop transport. Now, before you make that your final answer, just the chat. Templar says a Toyota Tacoma. See, and Templar was huge for me before, and Popsis says Toyota. Everybody's leaning towards Toyota, so I really think it was a Toyota multi-troop transport. Is that what we're getting at? Yes, that's the correct answer. Yes, it is a Toyota multi-troop transport. And you guys bailed me out again. Holy crap! Wow, that's 2 times in a row. That's why I have you guys here. That's amazing. Okay, so that is correct. That's another 6-pointer, and we are moving on. 2 questions left in the Jedi Knight round. And we're 3 for 3 in the Jedi Knight, right? We're 3 for 3. You're 3 for 3 in the Jedi Knight. 2 more to go. These were big. Again, these are 6-point questions. These are because now we've changed it. It's all about points now. So again, we could have another round where we go perfect up to here, miss one of the master questions. That's it. We actually have a worse round overall because it's all about the points. Exactly. It really, you missed the question in the right spot for the point system. So here we go. Question number 14.
Upon his arrival on Tatooine, Darth Maul is seen using this handheld viewing device that allowed its users to observe distant objects in most lighting conditions. Upon his arrival on Tatooine, Darth Maul is seen using this handheld viewing device that allowed its users to observe distant objects in most lighting conditions.
You're never going to believe this. I literally glanced at my visual dictionary in preparation, like just beforehand, and like saw that. And, you know, your mind is scanning things really quickly and it's trying to think what's important, what's a good question. And I remember looking at these, there's some sort of binocular and thinking he's not going to ask about that and moving on.
They are some sort of binoculars.
Because you know, I've only got so much space and we've got a week to prep. And so, just, I pushed
I think we should have realistic expectations of ourselves at this point in our Star Wars, channel career. That we want to be perfect. I know you want to be perfect. I want to be perfect, but like we're gonna miss questions. We shouldn't be so upset when we miss questions.
Oh no, I'm surprised I didn't flip this table over. I was so mad
when you missed I have a bad feeling about this question.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe I held it together as well as I did. Because I mean, you're right. I mean, we've only been doing a few months. The guys who are winning the competitions that we want to start competing in, probably I would say by next year is the goal. They've been competing in it for 7 to 8 years before they win.
I mean, Alex Damon said on one of his Schmoedowns that he had been doing Dragon Con for like 7 years. And Dragon Con is no joke. It's better than the Schmoedown. Actually, harder. It is all Star Wars canon. Books, although I don't know everything.
I don't know how I feel it, but it feels like there's an element of luck that gets injected into it because the questions are so absurd and multiple choice, and you can tell a lot of the competitors are like, "Oh, okay, I don't know," and they're just guessing. Some try to play it straight and just never, give in to or show.
Like if it's A or B, they'll be like, "A."
Yeah,
and then it was B.
Like, wrong. He's like, yeah, exactly. Okay, well, I was just guessing anyway because they're just so absurd. Whereas Schmoedown, it's not really that, right? You just ask the question. It's closer to this style, although we ask more like flowery questions and we do them Jeopardy style, so there's more into the question, which I think is fun. Just for reading pleasure, right? It's just much more pleasurable read for the questions that we write, but a similar style to where it's just asked and you just have to know it. So there's not really that element of luck involved, except for the fact where like the end where they have to pick the random numbers, so they both get different categories. That adds an element of chance because you might just get some easier questions that the other person didn't have to answer. But yeah, but Dragon Con, holy crap! Some of those questions are nuts, man.
I think I told you we watched that one on YouTube, the most recent Dragon Con, and I even told you, I said you're not gonna know anything.
I was feeling confident. I'm like, we'll
how
see.
can I possibly not know anything? And then you watch Dragon Con, you're like, I don't know any of these.
And you could tell again, like you could tell.
Well, but even the best competitors didn't know most of those questions. They got some impressive ones correct. Let's not take anything away from them.
Oh no, of course
they got some impressive questions correct. But well, let's see here in the let's see. So Pop just says binoculars. I'm going to confirm that I need more than binoculars. They're a type of binocular. Jedi John says a Viewmaster.
Okay, right. That could be it. See, now I know a type of binocular in the Star Wars universe. For some reason, something is telling me that's not right, though. There's something called the quadnoculars, I think they're called. They have the 4 lenses on them. And I feel like that's what I'm going to guess because I can't think of anything else, but something is telling me that's wrong. I feel like it's different, these ones that he was looking at. Oh, man, it's so funny. Literally just looked at it today, too.
You saw a picture of him in the dictionary, like holding them, and it said what they were?
It was just like, there's just a picture. It was like on the left page and kind of in the upper left, and it's got those binoculars, but you're skimming, Again, my goal is to eventually, I want to know every single facet of that, but I already, know names of ships and places and people and actors and all kinds of stuff on every single page of these books, huge books on top of movie, and I have pages and pages of notes. I have spreadsheets of notes Literally, I've showed you the other day. I showed you some of my spreadsheets and how I organize them to try to study for these things.
I know they just, we're going to get questions wrong, and we're trying to challenge each other on purpose, because now you're never going to forget this again. And someday when you're on the Schmodown or you're in Dragon Con 4 years from now, and this is the winning question.
Yep.
You'll remember this moment.
I'll remember that moment. And so that leads me to believe how he is phrasing this, that I am not right with quadnoculars. Gosh, what was it? What was it? Sith something, maybe? I don't know.
Sorry, Ray, I didn't mean to skip you. Ray says an iPhone Generation 2. So
okay. Was it?
Also, it's a good thing Ray found us to really help you, really help push you in the right direction on these.
I'll just say quadnoculars. I don't remember.
That is incorrect. It is not quadnoculars. They are electrobinoculars. God. They are electrobinoculars.
I knew it. Oh, God, I just looked at it. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
He had it. Couldn't come up with it, but okay.
That hurts. We're
still 3 out of 4. Let's see if he can wrap up the Jedi Knight level questions with a good one here.
I don't know why. Just for some reason, I just didn't think you were going to ask about it. But you have to pick and choose. Again, I can't.
Well,
I can't.
Again, everything is fair game. I know.
So and this is my first time with Phantom Menace. So
because I did this one last time. Ready?
Okay. Yep. Let's get
last question in the Jedi Knight. Here we go. This relic of the Naboo resembled a sphere which glowed with an iridescent light and symbolized the years of peace that reigned on the planet. Boss Nass received it in the film's final shot.
Oh, okay. Crap. I would have thought, isn't that just their normal weapon? Oh, geez. I didn't look that up. Oh, crap. I thought it was just one of the normal things. It was like the bombas.
It's not a bomba thing. If that's, no, it's not. It's actually a thing. It's a Naboo relic.
Shoot. Then I'm screwed on this one too. Wow, this is actually
take your time to chat. See if this could be a Pop Sith question. This could be a Pop Sith question.
Round. Wow.
Yeah, but okay, so I had one of these rounds a few weeks ago with the Rise of Skywalker. Remember where I told you? I think you got me you got me 3 times in the Rise of Skywalker. It
was kind of the same thing where I got you. Yeah, because now I've missed 3 questions and you missed 3 on that round. Yep.
And I even said, I can't believe you got me 3 times. I was like, I was so prepared for the Rise of Skywalker. I made a fact video for the channel while watching that movie scene by scene, and. No, it wasn't totally complete. I didn't go over it 1,000 times yet with a fine-tooth comb. But I was just like, he's probably not going to be able to get me unless he really pulls something out. And I think I missed 3 questions. And I think you're in that same zone where you felt like you had everything. But again, that just goes to show how much there is. And again, this is the final question, the final regular question of the Jedi Knight. This is question 15. And it is a very, it's the end of the movie. It's the thing Boss Nass is presented with, and he holds it above his head while they're celebrating, and the movie ends.
Yeah, it's this hurts.
It's not a passing reference. It's not a passing reference to anything. Yep.
It's just like your Rise of Skywalker round, where it's like, man, I did so much work this week trying to be prepared. The numbers, the ships, the planets, the people, all the stuff you're trying to remember, the gun models and yada yada. And to just get fooled 3 times, oh man, that is painful. It's like someone taking a frozen sledgehammer and hitting me in the grief bone.
In the grief bone.
It just hurts, man. Ouch. Gosh, I can't believe it. How could I not think to look that up? I think I just saw it and I just thought, it's thought
it was one of the bomb things. Yeah, I mean, like these last 2 were tough. To be honest, I thought you would probably get electro binoculars. But you shouldn't kick yourself for either one of these last 2. The only one I think you should kick yourself over is I have a bad feeling about this one, because that's Obi-Wan's first line. It's he's the one who says I have a bad feeling about this in the movie.
And again, I should have gotten it, but the question, like I said, threw me off because it was said, especially when I was talking about how he sensed it. It was a normal line. I think someone else in the chat even said, oh yeah, I feel a disturbance in the Force. And it's like, oh yeah. And, Qui-Gon saying he didn't feel it. It's a, a famous line, that kind of thing. So something, and it's like one of those things too. We've talked about before. Once your mind gets locked into something different, it's so hard to pull it out.
It's like hard to snap
when
it.
you start thinking of the wrong scene in that split second, that's it. You're gone. And when it said this famous line, and it was talking about Qui-Gon Jinn sensing something, I initially went to that. But I mean, that's just I can't make that mistake, especially with the. I've got a bad feeling about this. That question comes up all the time. We really need to know who says it in every single movie and what scene they know it. I mean, if we want to be prepared for these competitions, we have to know that. So it's just that is such a painful miss. But what can you do except cut yourself at night, which is what I'll do tonight.
Yeah, of course, exactly. Yep. All right, so this relic of the Naboo resembled a sphere which glowed with an iridescent light and symbolized the years of peace that reigned on the planet. Boss Nass received it in the final shot of the film. Ray says, what is a gumball from the 25-cent machine? And, I implore you not to accept that as your final answer, but I have a feeling you're going to.
And I think that Ray is finally right, and you are trying to confuse me using your Jedi mind tricks. And so, yep, I'm going to go with Ray. Let's do this, man. We're going to hold hands and go over the edge of the cliff like Thelma and Louise. What is a gumball machine from the 25? A gumball from the 25-cent machine. Final answer.
I don't know how old Ray is. I don't know if Ray gets the Thelma and Louise reference. Maybe I think they're. We're getting old enough. I don't know if that works. But
I'm
shockingly,
17.
That is not correct. I know everyone is shocked. It is in fact called
all throughout the stands. No, I should say I'm 21. I am drinking on stream, so I'm at least 21 years old. I just turned 21. That's why we started this stream. So
yes, Frederick is going to catch that one.
The gray hair you see, I color it that way because that's what the kids do in my generation. Because I'm hip.
Yes, you are hip.
Kids say hip,
kids, and they say fresh still and dope. It's a very fresh dope cut. It is called the Globe of Peace. It is in fact called the Globe of Peace.
That's really unfortunate. That's one
Jedi John really just had to call Frederick.
Yeah, I don't think Frederick needs to be brought into this at all. I think it's pretty clear that I'm 21 years old. Well, I'll be 21.
Ray says, wow, it's his first answer since the beginning of Star Wars Trivia Live.
Very strong answer.
I know. Ray has been on fire. Ray, I can't believe you got that one wrong. You were doing
so the first one I take of Ray, and it happens to be his first wrong. Wouldn't you just know it? That's my luck tonight. That's just one. It's one of those days, man. I know Templar's having one of those days too. I saw it, battery died. It's just, you know what, dude? This Tuesday, we're just going to put behind us. We're going to forget about it. We're going to be stronger next week, man.
I told Templar we were going to try to do our best to make him smile and make his day better because I saw on his nooner as well. Templar does nooners like every day. That he had a car battery die. He was having a rough day. I said, we'll do our best to make you smile and laugh, make it a little bit better.
And instead, you murdered me right off the bat.
I didn't know Tyler was just going to self-implode tonight, so I apologize to everyone for this. I really do. We try to be entertaining, but there's only so much I can do when Tyler's answering every question incorrectly. There's only so much I can do.
I don't know if it was every. I got 3 questions wrong.
All right, Frederick, that was a joke, Frederick. You don't have to call me out for that one. All right, it's last call, Tyler. Let's chug.
Let's chug these things.
Are we still? I'm still in the Marsh Island Brewing because I had another beer side by side. I was drinking with it. So,
no, I have another passion fruit ghost. Although I just realized I should have grabbed. I have that pepper one. What was it called that Templar gave us? That you said
like
was
the ghost pepper one. It was spicy. Like I was drinking it, and at first I didn't kind of like beers have skulls on them and things, and it kind of had like a skull on it.
It'll just taste like a beer. Yeah.
I was drinking it on the golf course. I think on Thursday night, and I was like, man, that is like a spicy beer. And I grabbed it and I flipped it around, and it says like with hints of ghost pepper and reaper pepper or something like that. And I'm like, literally, I can taste it.
See, and
So
I like hot stuff. Like I like peppers.
I do
like
too.
super.
Yeah.
I love spicy stuff. So I was like, oh, that's perfect. I should save that for stream. And I missed it. I must have had it behind the other beer. So yeah, maybe I'll save that one for next week then, so I can drink it on stream.
You should.
Because
It's a good.
I'm very excited.
It's a unique one. It's not. It's like you can have an IPA from here or there, and it's always like it's an IPA, but that beer has a unique taste.
Like that's different, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
You will remember that.
Yeah, I don't, because I don't even know if I've really had like I've had kind of like peppery beers, I guess, but not like a hot beer. So I'm ready for it. Bring the fire, baby. But all right, let's cheers. Cheers to you, Just.
Cheers to you, Tyler. Cheers to you guys out there in the chat.
Guys.
All of
Thank
you watching,
so
whether you're watching live or watching on replay.
And to the millions around the world watching, cheers to you guys. We love you so much.
Cheers to you. I gotta do better than that.
It's so funny that drinking is like part of our stream because we are the worst at it. I mean,
it really seems like we can't chug beer. I can sip beer for like 14 hours a day.
That's the thing, is we can drink just continuously. It's a problem. But in a moment chugging, oh man, we're terrible.
Well, it's even like IPAs. I have a hard time chugging IPAs. Now, if this were like a summer shandy or something like that, I could throw that one back really quickly. But it's like
you over the shoulder for good luck.
Yeah, I could just throw it into the shelf.
Yep, exactly. You could do that. All right.
Yeah, and so by the way,
cheers to you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, Templar, we're Padawan level drinkers. That's for sure. It's nice that you said Padawan and not Youngling, because
I was just gonna say we're above the Youngling level. Yeah, but we drink way too much. Anyway, I mean, not like where we have problem.
No.
But so, and by the way, people are waiting and messaging me about this guy right here. So this is Grand Admiral Thrawn, this Funko Pop right here above my finger. I bought a whole bunch of Star Wars Funko Pop boxes from Templar, and I filmed the video. I opened them all last night. This is not from that. This is my Thrawn. So just in case, I rearranged my bookshelves a little bit. So just in case anybody who's watching this sees that Thrawn and thinks I got it from Templar, that is not from Templar. That is my own Grand Admiral Thrawn. So, but the Templar Star Wars Funko Pop box video will be dropping on the other channel, which is now essentially the Funko and Collectibles channel, probably tomorrow, maybe Thursday. I tried to edit today a little bit. I just got hung up with work. So, FYI. All right, Tyler, are you ready to move on to your Jedi Master level question? Again, this is an 11-point question. All of canon in the film is up for grabs. It's really only for the diehards. This is going to be a very, very difficult question. Tyler and I draft these, assuming that we are probably not going to get them all right. This is more, Tyler, I don't know how you think. I view this as like a learning experience. Like these questions are almost to make us think about how deep these could be. Is that fair to say?
Meant to be multi-part questions where it just gets deeper and deeper, and you essentially always know that you have stumpers in there. And again, we've only had one perfect round, and even then it was retroactive based on the question. So yeah,
one complete perfect round. Yes,
right,
yes,
exactly. One complete perfect round. So we purposely make sure that these are essentially impossible, so that it forces the person to try to go as deep as they possibly can. Because like Justin said, the reason, I'm upset, Justin got upset on the one Rise of the Skywalker one, is because we work so hard. We want to be perfect, but we know, we're not going to be. We're trying to challenge each other when we write these questions. So he's setting me up for what I'm sure is going to be a doozy here. So, be ready. Be on your toes, chat.
So, okay, Initially, this was a 38-part question. Now, I
rolled it back to 35.
I had this set as a 38-part question.
Wow.
And I rolled it way back and kind of redid it, right?
Okay.
So now it is a 9-part question. It is a 9-part question. But we can get into the extra part afterwards if you want to, just for fun to see how you do.
Okay.
We are talking Boonta Eve Classic in your Jedi Master question. So
Okay.
if you're feeling good about the Boonta Eve Classic, you might be able to run some of these off.
Maybe.
If not, we'll see. Here we go. The Jedi Master super question. Tyler, I want you to tell me how many racers competed and finished the Boonta Eve Classic. I want you to name all finishers in order and what they finished. And I want you to tell me the 2 people that died during the race. You start wherever you want. Take as much time as you need. Feel free to reach to the chat. I want to know how many racers were in the race, how many finished. I want you to name all the finishers in order. And I want you to tell me the 2 racers that were killed during the race.
Okay,
We're talking Boonta Eve Classic.
Okay, so I'm going to just dive in to the thing that I feel the most comfortable with right now.
Okay. I got to mark all these down.
Okay. Name all of the finishers in order. First one, Anakin Skywalker. And just for S's and gigs, I'm going to give you their species and home planet as we go.
Are you trying to tell me that you super over prepared for this question?
Maybe. So, Anakin Skywalker, human from Tatooine. Who finished second was Gasgano. He's a Zexto from Troikan.
So I'm just going to slow down here. The bonus that you are ready for is great. You are correct that Anakin Skywalker won the race, and you are correct that Gasgano finished second. Please continue.
Number 3, I believe, is Aldar Beto. He's a Glimphid from Pluto.
You are correct. Aldar Beto did finish third in the Boonta Eve. I can't even believe you got this many right. And I actually just realized that I'm missing one. So give me 1 second.
What kind of a hack job is this?
Well, it's not a hack. I don't know if I got a call from work while I was writing these down, because I know that there is one more than I have written down, and I'm just trying to find it real quick. But you go ahead and keep going. Please keep going. Sorry.
Okay, so who did I have? I had Anakin, and then I had Gasgano as 2.
Yep.
Aldar Beto is 3.
Correct.
4 is Ebe Endocott.
That's correct. That is correct.
And he's a Triffian from Triffus.
Wow. I don't even know if that's correct. I don't have that ready. Yeah. See, I must. I know I got a phone call, and so I know I missed the last one, but now I got it. Okay. You are. This is already insanely impressive.
Number 5 is Elon Mock, and he is a Flugrian from Plu 4.
I don't know if that's true.
And then the final one, he is. And then the final one, number 6 is Bull's Roar, and he's a Sneevil from Sneeve.
I don't know if that's what he is from where, but Bull's Roar finished 6th.
Okay.
So who finished 7th?
I believe there was only 6 finishers.
So that is correct. The first part was how many racers and how many people finished. You didn't answer that.
There was but so yeah, that's a different one. So I named all the finishers in order, right? So
you absolutely did. I thought you had no chance at this because it's too many insane names to remember. Do you know what I mean?
That's why I obviously.
And that's why you, of course, studied it and got it. Yeah.
Prepped that and knew their species. I know all of the.
But you didn't know that Obi-Wan had a bad feeling about this. But you knew all that. Jeez,
I'm so mad. This is why I'm so
crazy,
mad.
Dude.
Because I only have so much time each week, so it's not watching the movie a million times, and this is why the dialogue will trip me up. But down the road, that'll be the easiest thing. It's studying these things in that time, because to even think of ways to remember these names. It like takes time. It's tough to devote in the memory. And I give you their names and their species and their home planets and gave you in order. Okay. So what was the other one? Name the 2 participants that died.
So wait, did you tell me how many participants yet?
Not yet, because I'm not entirely sure. I might actually go through every podracer.
Okay, but obviously you're saying that 6 finished.
I'm saying 6 finished.
And so that's correct. So then that is correct as well. But you haven't told me the total number of participants, and you haven't told me the 2 racers that have died. Yes.
So this is the 2 racers that died is a little tricky because I really only thought one died for sure, and that was Rats Tyrell, the Alina from Moline. I know that he died.
That is correct. Rats Tyrell was one of the 2 that died.
So now Ray says he believed it was Donkey Kong was in that race. I just don't remember. I don't think that's the case.
He can't be dead. He's got to be in like 50 more video games over the next 100 years.
You could honestly throw him in there. No one would notice. I mean, many of you might not know this. E.T., his species made an appearance in the Phantom Menace.
At least his species did, yes.
Yeah, his species, I believe they're the Asogians, show up in the Senate room. Like literally, E.T.'s
they are
species,
there. Yep.
There's 3 of them on one of like the Senate platforms. So it's honestly not that far-fetched. That might be the least far-fetched thing Ray's ever said. Donkey Kong being in this pod race, that would fit right in, like a gorilla-looking character in one of those
He
pods.
likes to race. You're right. You're playing Mario Kart.
He's a racer.
Likes to race.
He's got a sweet little tie. Okay, so I knew it was Rats Tyrell. So now I know some other people that definitely crash. One of them goes missing, but he didn't for sure die. Man, there was another one for sure in movie canon that died for sure.
Yes.
Shoot. Was he shot at by Tusken Raiders?
I don't know. I can't answer that.
Oh, crap. There's another one that for sure died. Because it's not Ben Quadraneros, right? I mean, like he doesn't finish, but he's got... the power coupling failed at the beginning of the race, but I don't think he dies. Okay. Sebulba doesn't die.
Right. I mean, I'm not going to run through all of them with you, but I will say if you're asking if Ben Quadraneros died from those explosions, no, he did not.
No. The only one I can really think of, because there's one that goes missing. So if it turns out to be this one, I might throw up a flag. Could be Mars Guo. He gets the wrench thrown in his engines by Sebulba. I don't think he died. Maybe. God, I'm just going to go with it, I guess. Is it Team Topagles?
Well, what was your? Take me through your thinking process. You said something about somebody who was never seen again.
There's somebody that goes missing in one of these, but he's just never seen again. So no one actually knows if he died or not. He goes missing in like during the second lap, and it's never confirmed if he's dead. Some people think maybe he's dead. Maybe he died in a crash. He like tried to take a shortcut and then just disappeared. And so I could have sworn the only confirmed death I could have sworn was Rats Tyrell.
So that is the person I'm looking for. This person is listed as one of 2 casualties, and I'm looking right now at this person's bio on Wikipedia, and it says that they, in fact, wandered off the course and were never seen again, and basically are considered in canon as dead.
Oh, geez, that's so crappy. So I was right though. They just go. The only one that we for sure see die was Rats Tyrell. This one disappears. Okay, so then who was it that disappeared? Oh crap. Okay, so Team Topagles is one. Well, Anakin, Sebulba. Ben Quadraneros, Gascano, Mars Guo took the wrench. Mohanic, I think, crashed. Oh crap. Could it be Neva Key? Did Neva Key go missing? It's not.
I was going to say, I'm going to tell you that if you give me whoever went missing, I'm going to give you credit, because when I researched this question on Wikipedia, which is one of the things we use to confirm things, it lists 2 casualties. You named the one clear casualty that occurs in the movie. And then this person, as I'm reading more about him as you're thinking, it does say that this person was never seen again and presumed dead, although there are other theories on what might have happened to him. So I saw casualty instead dead.
By the Hutts.
That is correct. It says they may have simply crashed him and captured by the Hutts, but it's not confirmed. So yes, that is the person I'm looking for. But if you don't get this, I'm not going to hold it against you.
Okay. That's fair, because I tried to make sure I knew like key things that had happened, and so the death one.
So Popsis says Neva Key is the one who goes MIA.
Okay, and I did what just said Neva Key. Neva Key is a Zamster from Zegaba.
Popsis says Neva Key. Popsith is putting that in the comments repeatedly.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna follow you here, Popsith, then, because I'm shaky. I can't remember for sure. If you're that confident, let's go. Neva Key went missing.
That's correct. Neva Key is the other racer I was looking for. Neva Key is listed as one of 2 casualties on the site I pulled all this from, which is Wikipedia. Not Wikipedia, Wookie like Chewbacca. Wikipedia, which is a canon and legends source for Star Wars facts. And so, yes, that is correct. And from what I can recall, the only thing you have not told me is how many racers were in the Boonta Eve Classic.
Okay, I'm gonna sketch some numbers down here. I'm gonna try to see if real quick I can think. I have a rough idea. I want to say it's like around, it's between like 15 and 18 or something like that. So let me see. So we said Anakin, right? We said Sebulba. We said we'll just go through the ones that finished the race. So Gasgano, right? Then it was Aldar Beto, and then it was Ebe, and then it was Elon, right? So Anakin, Gasgano, Albedo, Ebe, Elon, and then Bull's Roar. Then it would be Ben Quadraneros.
Don't look at the chat.
Team Toe. Team Toe Pagalis was in there. Oh, Juan was in there.
Team Toe Pagalis Star Wars action figure from back then hanging up on my wall up here.
Mars Guo. Did I get a little Mohonic? Albedo, Mohonic. Neva.
Okay.
Neva, Elon. Oh, who's that one? Arc. Bumpy. Arc Roos.
If you look at
it,
I mean, don't look at the chat.
And then the other one down at the bottom is what's his name? How am I blanking? He's an Urkit. His name is Odie Mandrell. Odie. Dud Bolt, of course. Dud Bolt.
The chat is blowing up with numbers.
Dud Bolt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Wow, I wonder if I just named them all. Let me see. Oh, geez.
the chat is blowing up.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, here's what I am thinking. Here, guys. I just wrote out everyone I could think of. I'm trying to think if Team Joe I got. I'm trying to think if I missed any. No, that was Mars Guo. And I counted 16. And I was thinking it was between 15 and 18. And I just counted out 16 racers. But now I just got a little nervous because at the last second, I just remembered Dud Bolt. I'm like, come on, how could I almost forget him? So now I'm a little hesitant to pull the trigger here. Because then I would have it all, right? I would have every part of this final question.
It would be a complete bonus question. All 11 points there. Which would be, I thought this was going to be insanely hard. I thought, depending on how much he researched on the Boonta Eve, I thought you could probably get the number of racers, the number of finishers, and you could get Anakin. And I was like, maybe he could get something else. But I was like, he could also easily get none of these.
You clearly see my prep time was in other places.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, obviously this goes to show that it's not like we're not prepared. Just sometimes you slip up, that's all.
I think I'm going to go with 16. I think I have to. That's the ones I counted. I'm trying to just quick see if I can picture any other. No, because that's Arc. I got Arcrus. Okay. Can I picture any other racer? Okay. I don't want to. Why is he laughing? Am I forgetting one?
The chat is cracking me up. The chat is cracking me up.
Okay. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna say.
Do you want you? I will let you look at the chat before you answer. Yeah, you can look at
the
chat.
How is that gonna help me at all? There's just a million numbers in here. I'm naming all of the racers. Am I really? Popsith again thinks it's 18. He thinks it's 18.
So let me go through Popsith's comments for you. Hold on, I have to scroll for a little while. Hold on. Popsith has literally commented as you have been thinking. 18, 18, 18, 18, 18, 18, 18, 18, 18, 18, 18, 18, 18, 17 plus 1, 15 plus 3, 15 plus 3, 18, 18, 18, 10 plus 8, 19 minus 1, 18 times 1, 2 plus 16, 18, 18, 14 plus 4, 20 minus 2, 18, 5 plus 13, 6 plus 12. And then Unboxing Treasures popped in and apologized for being late. Well, Unboxing Treasures, what good does that do anybody?
Hey, buddy, we're just happy you're here.
We're just kidding. Thanks for jumping on.
This is a heck of a final question, and I am so close to getting it perfect here, but I'm stuck on the last part. So for Unboxing Treasures, it's how many racers completed and finished the Boonta Eve Classic. And name all the finishers in order. So I named all the finishers. I named them all in order, and I gave their races and homeworlds.
You definitely did.
The two participants, I pointed out that one of these two didn't die. They just went missing, and apparently in some canon they're declared dead, but we got both of those. Now It's just exactly how many racers competed. Pop said is being very ambiguous about what he thinks the number is. And I wish he could be more explicit and make clear how
Ray
many
is
it
giving
is.
numbers as well, but I don't think it's in your best interest to share Ray's answers with you.
Okay, Pop said if it's really 18. I mean, are there some obscure racers you can name? Maybe I'm forgetting.
I'm going to show you one more before you respond. Popsa says, Tyler in all caps. It's 18. I'll give you $1 million.
You'll give me $1 million if I guess 18?
No, I think if you get it wrong, I think is what he means.
Oh.
He's willing to bet $1 million that it's 18.
Who am I? Okay. So, I mean, Popsith, definitely confirmed me on a previous question, one of our strongest competitors in chat. So now I think maybe it is 18. But I'm very worried.
Ray.
Who am I forgetting? Who on earth am I forgetting? Who is not on this list? Oh, crap. There's that one like unknown racer. Oh, you know what? Okay. Yeah, there might be something here that could trick me up. I think in canon, there's like another racer that's considered to be like unknown. That's 17. Then maybe I'm missing one more. I could have easily slipped up somewhere with somebody. Oh! Clegg Holdfast. I forgot him.
I don't know if you said that name or not.
I did not say Clegg Holdfast.
We are running long already, FYI.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So because I have now I've named 17 racers, and I'm pretty sure there's like another unknown one. Yeah, Pop said I said Team Topagles. Yep.
He did say Team Topagles. Yep.
Yep. So I think it might be that unknown. I'm going to go 18. Final answer.
18 is the correct answer. Popsith, I feel like wanted to reach through the screen and strangle you on that one.
Well, I didn't just know the number. I literally had to go through all these racers in my head to try to count them.
And I said to stay away from the chat while you were trying to think through it. I'm going to read them all off now. Are you ready?
Wow.
Stop me when you catch the one you think you're missing. Aldar Beto.
Got him.
Dud Bolt.
Got him.
Ebe E. Endicott.
Got him.
Gasgano.
Got him.
Mars Guo.
Got him.
Clegg Holdfast.
Got him.
Neva Key.
Got him.
Odie Mandrill.
Yep.
Ma Hanik.
Yep.
Ben Quadraneros.
Yep.
Team Toe Pegales.
Yep.
Bulls Roar.
Yep.
Ark Roos.
Yep.
And this is the one I don't think I heard you say. Juan Sandage.
No, I said one. You don't remember me saying Juan?
Yep,
No,
I didn't remember
said one. Yep.
Anakin Skywalker.
Oh, no, of course. Yep.
Well, I was being serious.
No, I had Anakin.
Rats Tyrell.
Oh, Jesus. I forgot to write down rats.
That's the one that's not there?
That's the one. And I obviously knew rats.
And you got him because you
guessed him. I knew that he died.
And
then the other one is
Elon
Sebulba and Elon Mach.
Elon Mach, and then Zelbree. I said Sebulba. Zelbree? Did you get Zelbree? Xelbree?
No, is that
that's
like
the other one I thought?
Oh, Zelbree?
That's the one I thought you might have missed was Zelbree.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and then 18 with Zelbree. And I think that was the unknown one that I was thinking about. Yeah, but I still forgot to write down Rats Tyrell. Jeez. Oh, okay. Well, we got it. Thank you to Popsith for telling me that it was 18 in 1,800 different ways. I appreciate it. Took me a minute to get there, man. But we got there. Okay, so now I'm going to go through what each of their species and homeworlds are. Does everyone got another hour?
You already did that. We don't need to do that.
No, I did it for 6. Let's do it for the rest of them. No, okay.
So what do we got?
I don't even know 10. If I could. I think I could.
20, 30, we've got 38, 39, 44, 52 total points for the round. Tyler scored 52 points.
All right. I got above 50. No, that's a good round.
Well, I think, again, you just showed in the Boonta Eve Classic question how prepared you were. Just a couple of regular tough questions that, we're going to get stumped on those sometimes. Sometimes it's the multi-part questions that you spend the most time studying for. So then, those in and out. It's the same thing on Rise of Skywalker. You gave me the Knights of Ren question, which I was totally ready for and ran those off.
Gave extra answers to it.
Yeah, exactly. And then the Jedi one, Who Speaks to Rey, it took me a second to remember a couple of them. But I knew him, and I knew him. But then you got me on a couple like the Mud's Gate. I'll never forget that one now because I just can't believe I didn't remember that one in the moment.
Yeah, Monk's Gate.
Yeah, but what did I say? Mud Monks? Yeah, I said I'll never forget it.
I'll never forget.
I'll never forget Mud's Monk's Gate.
Yeah, I know. Man.
Well, that's it. Tyler did great. Yeah. I mean, especially on that bonus. I thought the bonus question was just going to be ridiculously, insanely hard, and I didn't know
that was a hard one to study for, man. That was intense because my thought.
So many crazy names. So many crazy names.
So many crazy names. So many crazy species. So many crazy planets. And I was trying to think when the scene came up, I'm like, oh gosh, there's a million questions you could ask here. And I decided to deep dive, not just for a bonus, which I was like, for what we now call the Jedi Master level, right? For the Jedi Master level, but just because there's a bunch of individual questions on there that could be in the, say the Jedi Knight level, right? It could be, who got shot by the Tusken Raider like that, who blew up at the finish line, at the starting line, who yada, yada. And so I was just like, man, I need to know so many things for this. What are the names of such and such pod racers? So I spent way too much time prepping all of that as it showed there. So
yeah, it shows for sure.
But hey, it saved me. It saved me to, again, we got above 50. It's kind of what our standard for a solid round was supposed to be here. 66 is a perfect. Above a 50 is solid. You know what we need to do too is like we should have another side that shows if you fall into these point categories, that's like what your level was for the round.
That would be a good idea. That'd be a good idea. Ray would be like, well, I got 66 every time. So,
right. I know. It wouldn't be as fun for Ray because he just gets them all right. Except, of course, the gumball one, which is the only one I've gone with.
Really? Buried you on that.
What are the chances of that? That the one time he's wrong is the one time I go with
one time.
What can you do? Yeah.
Well, guys, we are running long. We even said we want to keep these things more to like an hour and 15 minutes, maybe an hour and 30 minutes, just because we felt like we rambled too much. And here we are at an hour and 45 minutes.
Just rambling. I took a long time to think on this last one, though. That's
definitely
not,
did, but it's. I was going to ask you every racer, and I was going to ask you whether or not they finished. So that was already a 36 part. And then I was gonna, I was gonna ask you like who died or whatever. So I was gonna make it way too big, but it still worked out great. You killed it in the bonus round, unbelievable. So 52 points, good round, Tyler. We are ready to sign it off. Thank you so much, everybody, for popping on. Zachary says, thought I just have to say goodbye. Well, thanks for hopping on, right? Just in time.
Thanks, man.
Go back, rewatch. The opening crawls are back too. We're doing those things again.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but you're just in time for the reasons why millions of people tune in every night. It's Tyler's signature sign-off time.
It is Tyler's signature sign-off time. So Tyler, a staple of the channel. People who don't love Star Wars watch us in droves. I'm not going to define what drove means for the purpose of that comment. Yes. Just to watch your signature sign-off. So what do you have planned for us tonight?
Well, Justin, I was kicking back, relaxing, just, being cool, shooting some b-ball outside of the school.
Yeah.
When a couple of guys, they were up to no good. They started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight. My mom got scared. She was not anticipating doing that. So
I really ran on though.
I was just chilling. And I came across some life hacks that really simplified and made my life better. And I have a little clip that would just like to play for you guys because I thought, they improved and helped my life. I thought they were great, and I thought maybe they could help you guys too. So, Justin, if you want to go ahead and play the clip, and they can check it out.
Interesting. All right, let's do it.
20 awesome life hacks. Put frozen grapes in wine to keep it cold. Okay. Bloop, blop, blippity, bloppity, bloop, kaboo. Now this is pod racing. Keep your hands clean by eating chips with chopsticks. Whoops. Now this is pod racing. Put your feet up higher for easier bowel movements. Now this is pod racing. So there it is. Those are the life hacks. And I already know what you're all thinking. And yes, this will be made into t-shirts. It'll be on coffee mugs for you all to enjoy. Whatever you guys want it on. Beer steins will get posters made up. So there you have it.
I'm trying to stop.
There's the signature sign up. Justin had not seen that before.
No, he did not show me that video. I have not seen it.
There it is.
Oh my god!
That was just me kicking back, relaxing on a day, and I thought I'd show you guys some life hacks I came across. So there we have it. As always, thank you all for following us to the new channel as we start our adventure of growing this beast. We love you all. Have a wonderful night. Justin, any parting words there?
Now this is pod racing.
Exactly.